Choosing a good camera is one thing, but choosing a good camera for wildlife photography is on a whole other level. Wildlife is one, if not the hardest field of photography you may get into. So stick to this video as we give you the top 5 best cameras for wildlife photography. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell. In picking your shooting buddy, of course, choosing the one that can give a high-quality image is a given. For this, you would need a great autofocus system with the most points. Not only are you guaranteed fast shots, but also accurate and sharp ones. However, if you plan to make the wild your subject, there are other factors you must consider before finally selecting the camera to bring with you to the field. In this territory, expect rushing, running, jumping, flying, and all other types of motion. So you and your gadget must be able to keep up. With all these movements involved, the camera that could give you a speedy yet reliable continuous shooting is probably the most helpful. Also, with all the moving around, you need one that has an exquisite image stabilization system to get rid of the roughness, blurriness, and unevenness of the subject. One with amazing low-light capabilities would also be a big help, especially because animals tend to show up once it gets dark. You wouldn't want to miss that, right? Lastly, not only should your camera be able to keep up with the animals, but also with the surrounding conditions. You have to choose one that can resist different weather situations and the frequent changes. So let's start with number 5. Sony A9 II. The Sony A9 II is famous for its ultimate speed performance, making it perfect for sports, news, and wildlife photography. Priced at $4,500, continuous shooting of this camera is at 20 frames per second, with autofocus tracking made possible by the full-frame Exmor RS CMOS 24.2 megapixel sensor and Bion's X processor. Shutter speed is electronic and is up to 1/32,000th of a second. However, even with a higher speed shooting, image quality is not traded off because of the anti-flicker feature, which curbs color and exposure anomalies. With the fast hybrid autofocus, even in low-light conditions, you can still get a sharp image. The autofocus of the A9 II, because of the optimized algorithm, is consistent and will give you continuous tracking even if you're shooting a moving subject. This tracking is powered by AI, which is why it is precise and will concentrate on the best points to focus on. Another feature that is super handy in wildlife photography is animal eye tracking. This autofocus system locks into the eyes of the animal even if it is moving to give you perfect wildlife shots. Although Sony has not been around as much as Nikon and Canon, the A9 II has a wide lens library because of the brand's interchangeable lenses. The shutter of this model is an anti-distortion, one eliminating unnecessary noise that may drive off your subjects. As to weather resistance, the battery compartment cover is double-sided, as well as the media slot to protect the data storage and the power source as much as possible. The downside of the A9 II is that although the video quality is at 4K, at its price range, it has lower frame rates. Also, the sensors in the lenses are not that protected, so you might have to be extra careful while changing them in the field. Number 4 is the Nikon D500. This is one of the most famous models of Nikon. Retailing at only $1,500, this camera is known to be the best value for your money considering all of its amazing features. First and the most important feature of this camera is its weather resistance, as its body is made of metal and built to last under different conditions. Known to be a baby Nikon D5, the D500 is built upon its specs, which are constructed toward life and movement. The autofocus system is dominantly at 153 points, which gives you sharp and detailed shots even at wider locations. The processor of this camera is the X-Speed 5 engine, which gives high ISO sensitivity, leading to high-quality pictures. Video quality is also superb, giving 4K Ultra HD footage at 30p. Continuous shooting is also not behind at 10 frames per second, burst shooting up to 200 shots in compressed RAW, allowing you to not miss moments even on split seconds. The touchscreen is tilting, which comes in handy when shooting at different angles, enabling you to position the camera any way you want but still have a full view of what you're capturing. Among the Nikon cameras, the D500 is also the first to be equipped and compatible with the Snap Bridge. So as long as you're able to connect via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, file transfer will be easy and not just be reliant on the storage cards. If you don't mind the extra bucks for better image quality, you may go for the Nikon D5 at $3,000. However, for the best value for money, we will stick with the D500 in our fourth spot. At the top 3 is the Canon EOS 90D. With $1,200, you can already equip yourself with a 32.5 megapixel CMOS APS-C sensor with a capable Digic 8 image processor and an ISO range of 100 to 25,000 expandable to 51,200 through the Canon EOS 90D. This camera is known to be very versatile as it can perform well in as peaceful as a wedding ceremony to a lively and loud sporting event. Thus, it is apt for wildlife photography. With a super fast shutter, the electronic one can achieve 1/16,000 seconds, plus a speedy autofocus and exposure system. You will not miss a single moment, plus very detailed and sharp images. This high-speed continuous shooting will allow you to take 10 frames per second while using the viewfinder, while 11 frames per second when you use the live view shooting. As to videos, you can take 4K resolution videos at either 30p or 25p. The video could flexibly be cropped or uncropped. Lastly, what makes the EOS 90D terrific for wildlife photography is its powerful battery life that takes you up to 1,300 shots at full charge. An all-day shoot will never be an issue with this one. Coming in at the top 2 is the Canon EOS R5. Priced at $3,900, this EOS R5 is one of the most reliable mirrorless cameras of Canon. Despite its mid-range price, it may even go head-to-head with the top specs of other brands such as Nikon's Z9. But what makes this model perfect for wildlife photography is the shooting speed of 20 frames per second. With those lightning speed shots, your image quality is not a trade-off because of the 45 megapixel sensor. Video quality is not its weak point also, as it can give you 8K 30p resolution videos with no cropping. From these videos, you can even get stills with a resolution amazingly at 35.4 MP. Now you kind of get why it's in the top 2, right? Performance and quality are the 2 things you need in a fast-paced photography field. Of course, your camera is bare without its lenses, and this is where the R5 shines. It is compatible with both the RF mount and the traditional EF mount. Talk about versatility! And the first among the Canon cameras, the R5 is equipped with a 5-axis and body image stabilization capable of up to 8 stops. Not only is this feature a great help in motion, but also for low-light situations. As to the processor, it gets better than the 90D as it has the Digic X image processor. This is the one responsible for that 20 frames per second burst shooting. This Canon EOS R5 is high quality at a reasonable price. On our top one is the Nikon D850. The Nikon D850 may not always be on the list of best Nikon cameras, but when it comes to wildlife photography, it is considered to be a beast and it remains to be unrivaled. We have mentioned earlier that the key ingredients to a good wildlife photography camera are performance and quality. Well, the D850 embodies that. Priced lower than the Canon EOS R5, the Nikon D850 only comes at $2,500 but has an extraordinary 45.7 megapixel backside illuminated CMOS sensor without an optical low-pass filter. Paired with the powerful X-Speed 5 image processing engine that gives you high-speed shooting at 7 frames per second and 9 frames per second if you equip with the MB-D18 battery pack. This engine also allows for 4K Ultra HD videos, while dynamic range can reach as low as 64 expandable at 32. The combination of these features allows you to get beautiful and exquisite nature, landscape, and wildlife photography. Speed and precision are highlighted by this model through its 153-point autofocus system and 99 cross-type sensors, and powered by the X-Speed 5 engine. Autofocus can also be brought down to -4 EV, perfect for low-light conditions. This is considered the best DSLR on the market today and is most suitable to satisfy your passion for the wild. Yes, there are a whole lot of camera collections out there that might be more powerful and more packed with features, but the question that we wanted to answer in this video is the camera that is perfect for your adventure in the field, with nature and with the animals. We hope we helped you through our list of top 5 best cameras for wildlife photography. To see more videos like this, visit and subscribe to our channel. And before you go, please don't forget to hit like and click the notification bell.